So are calcium supplements actually bad?
A lot of people say they are. Even some holistic practitioners do.
Yeah.
I don't think so. We give our clients 1,200 milligrams a day and sometimes more. It's important to understand context.
Yeah.
Calcium is one of the firefighters of the body. There's three. There's water, there's cholesterol, and there's calcium. All three put out fire. And of course, when we're talking about the body and we're talking about fire, we're talking about inflammation.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're inflamed, your body can leach or steal calcium out of your bones, out of your nails, out of your teeth. And that calcium will be delivered wherever the fire is. And that could be in your arteries. If you have inflammation in your arteries, then you could end up with calcium in there. And that's what people get scared of.
Yeah.
Same thing with cholesterol. So the firefighters become the enemy.
It's like they're causing the fire. Yeah.
The firefighters aren't causing the fire. They're helping the fire. So the root cause is the fire and whatever's causing the fire. So a calcium supplement is not a problem if your body is using it correctly.
It's almost like the help. We can further the firefighter analogy, saying like there was this big fire in the town and the firefighters were causing traffic. So it's technically everybody's blaming the firefighters for causing the traffic when there's so much fire going on that they have to put out all of these fires and they're not able to move because they're trying to protect the body. And so, yeah, it's just like all of these doctors are focused on, like we see the calcium, we see the cholesterol, it's causing the blockage when it's the inflammation, the chronic inflammation.
Yeah.
And so I wanted to ask, like, there's people that say, just get it from food. And what do you have to say to those people?
Get it from what? Spinach? Milk?
Yeah.
We have 200, give or take, bones in our body, plus nails, plus teeth. We need a lot of calcium. It is the biggest nutrient of the 90 essential nutrients.
Yeah.
We need a lot of it. Not to mention, calcium mixes with salt to create hydrochloric acid in your stomach.
Yeah.
And if you don't have proper stomach acid, you don't got the juice. That's a root cause to a lot of symptoms. So we need calcium at a very high level. A perfect example of that is one of our clients who's been suffering with sciatica pain for a long time, 30 years plus. When he wasn't getting better right away, I megadosed him on calcium. The pain went away. In other words, I went above 1,200 milligrams.
Yeah, so it should have proffered the opposite effect. It should have clogged his arteries.
According to them, yeah.
Created kidney stones and gallstones, but it didn't. He got better.
He got better, right.
Yep.
Yeah. Calcium is a big deal, and it's also very misunderstood on blood tests.
Mm-hmm.
If you get a blood test and your calcium is normal, which is about a 9.5, that's misleading because that means that's how much calcium was in your blood at that moment.
Yeah.
But what if your body is stealing calcium from your bones in order to make that 9.5?
Yeah. Then you don't know.
You don't know.
That's another reason why what would be better than a blood test?
a discovery analysis. That's what's better.
It's the bigger picture, right?
Yeah, it's the bigger picture, macro instead of micro. And people that have kidney stones are typically deficient in calcium.
Really?
Because the body steals the calcium from the bones. Too much goes into the blood, and you're kind of acidic, and it coagulates together and creates these little stones. And it's going to culminate in the kidneys because that's where it's trying to, urinate it out. So calcium is very misunderstood. And we also need vitamin K to circulate it.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. What would you say to these people? They watch this interview and they're like, oh, yeah, I need to go out and get some calcium supplements.
You got to get the right ones. Ours, in our opinion, is the best on the market. Our associate, Ryan Alexander, reversed a lot of his pain in his life just from that calcium supplement.
Yeah. There's not just calcium in there, though.
No, there's vitamin D and K and et cetera.
But I think that's what a lot of people also have trouble with.
It has to be formulated correctly.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
it's the balancing act, right?
Yeah. If you just take calcium, that's not necessarily what you need. It needs to be formulated correctly. And I'm fortunate that I have a relationship with the formulator, Richard Renton, who's been doing this for 30 years or so. Yeah. And so I can always holler at him and say, what were you thinking when you made this? Or, why does this have that percent and this has that percent? Or why'd you go get it from this? Or, why citric acid in that? You can ask all these detailed questions to find out the science of how the supplements work in your body.
Yeah.
It's a very, very privileged situation there. It's like being buddies with a Navy SEAL or something. How do I protect my house?
Yeah.
So I think the people that are getting scared away from calcium supplements are just, they're just misunderstanding, and I don't know where they're going to get all that calcium from to take care of 200 bones, teeth, and nails.
Not to mention other processes. Like, I think it also comes from people just getting like the wrong type. Like, just you hear something, some influencer says, yeah, calcium's healthy for you. They go through this whole video saying like why you need it, what diseases it helps reverse and such like that. Then they go and find the cheapest calcium supplement that they can find that has like the most reviews. And I think they're just, at the end of the day, I think people are just always defaulting to the cheapest supplement they can possibly get.
Yep.
And what foods they can get it from.
The Walgreens special.
Exactly. And it's just like causing them more harm in the end because they're either causing imbalances, or if they're getting it from food, they're just mega dosing on this food. And
speaking of imbalances, it's a problem we have now with the carnivore diet.
Yeah.
You got all these people eating so much meat and eggs, but there's not enough calcium in there. So phosphorus and calcium need to be balanced.
Yeah, and it's a lot of phosphorus.
Yeah, that's a lot of phosphorus and not enough calcium. But the animal provides. Now, if you consume the eggshell, you get some calcium. If you consumed the bones that the meat was on, you would get some calcium. So the animal does provide everything that a human being needs. It's right there in front of us. Calcium is necessary. But how many of you are going to eat eggshells and bones? Okay, take your supplement.
Well said.
Jumpstart your head-to-toe healing journey with the Dr. Reese book trilogy. Peace Over Pain is the cult classic that explains how head-to-toe healing works and how the medical monopoly doesn't. Reverse the Cause lays out the root causes to over 60 chronic conditions. And Dinner with Dr. Reese is a unique cookbook that contains 100 recipes without the destructive poor four foods. Together, all 3 books set you on a path to head-to-toe healing. Get yours today on Amazon, Audible, or peaceoverpain.com. Also, if you'd like to ask a question, tune in every Tuesday at 6 p.m. Eastern for Dr. Reese Live.